So, a little bonus segment here. I just want to kind of close out this real quick this way. The number one competitor to corporate, politically backed mainstream media is the independent content creators, the ones that are found on YouTube and Rumble and Odyssey and BitChute and wherever you get your media sources from. That we're all over the place. But if you'll notice, when I use any articles, which are always in the description, I always link to them. I use a multitude of different ones: left leaning, right leaning, center. I try to mix it up so I don't get accused of always using Fox or always using CNN or always using whatever. I do try to pull it in from multiple sources and multiple different perspectives to kind of paint the whole picture, so to speak, of everything, and not create an echo chamber, because I don't want to do that. And I do, again, obviously lean more to the right than the left, but I don't ever want to create that echo chamber where I only speak to right leaning topics and only stick up for the right, even when the right does wrong. I'm going to pick on Biden. I'm going to pick on his administration, and I'm going to give him a hard time. I don't think they're doing anything really right now, but aside from that, he's the president. He's the one in charge. It's his administration. So I'm going to give him a hard time. And if it were Trump or anybody else in the office on the Republican side, again, I'll acknowledge what they do with it when it's right. I'll criticize them when they're wrong. And I'll be a lot more critical than complimentary most of the time anyway, probably. Because a lot of times you let these elected officials get in there and they don't do anything like we want them to. I support other content creators because I do think it's important that we create our networks of these independent content creators. And in my very first episode, I did share a little graphic of some of the guys I watched. And like I said, one of them I have linked down below because I did use some of the Biden footage from his clips, and that was the Run Don't Walk Productions. But there's plenty others out there, and I can recommend them for you if you're looking for somebody good to listen to. And most of them don't talk as much or as long as I do, so it's a little easier to take in. But I support those guys in every way that I can: liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and interacting through other social media platforms with them as much as I can. So if you haven't already, consider doing the same for my channel, and any other channels that you watch. Anybody else who's putting stuff out there that you like, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. And it truly means a lot, especially to those channels and creators that are monetized, which I'm not, but I still appreciate the support. One of the biggest things you can do, like I said, I don't know what the algorithms look at. I do know it likes the likes and subscribes and the comments and all that stuff too. But one of the biggest things you can do is obviously share the video, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Minds, Parler, Getter, whatever. There's so many platforms out there now, just sharing it and getting it out there for people to see. I do chop up the full videos like this. I do chop it up into smaller bite-sized nuggets that I release throughout the week. So if those are a little bit more up your alley or up someone else's alley, hey, grab those. They're on a more central topic and send those to somebody, share them with them, and just help get the word out there. Again, I'm just going to bring the news to you from my perspective. I'm always going to try to use as many sources as I can, and I'm going to always provide those sources to you. So again, a little bit more transparent than most of the mainstream media, and I try to be, as knowledgeable as I can about these when I come to you. If I'm not, I am certainly not an expert in any specific field, but I always want to do my best for you. So I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming back. Thank you for tuning in every week, or thanks for joining us this week. If this is your first one, we made it through our first month, like I said, and I'm looking for many, many more to come. Again, this is a lot. I know it's just one show a week, but still, doing the full-time job, doing the filmmaker, being a family guy, it does take a lot to put this stuff together. So I really do appreciate anything and everything that you guys do to support this channel. We'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.